What is hearing? Okay.
Sorry, we are still waiting for others. You are all welcome. So let's just wait a few minutes for them. And for the group leaders, for the focus, let us remind our people to join as early as possible. And if peradventure they cannot join, there is we have YouTube Live that they can join and still give their comment and all of that. So please, let's be on that in a jiffy. Thank you. So, good evening, guys. You can just unmute your mic so that we can hear you out. I know we have, presently we have Emmanuel Doriofe, Benjamin Christiana, Odan has been able to join. I don't know why Richard is giving us two logins. Richard, you log in with two accounts? Are we alive here? Hello? Can they hear
We
me?
are following you.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much. So we are still very, very, very minimal. And we are not seeing people joining the go.
A few years on Zoom.
Because most of us are not used, we are not used to Zoom. That's part of the reason why bringing us to this thing here is for us to be exposed to these things. For some of us that have not been making use of them before.
This is my first time I'm using it actually.
Okay, this is your first time, Odu?
Yes, sir. This is my first time.
Wow, that's wonderful. And almost all the courses we are running now, we carry them out on Zoom. Almost all the courses. If you are not using Zoom, I don't know why. So let us see. Yeah, I think we have Odu is a group leader.
Yes.
Richard join the YouTube section. So we can harvest your discussion on YouTube and we can see your reply and all there too. So the YouTube is ongoing.
Sir, can I start recording?
No, not yet, sir.
Okay. Should I go and join YouTube?
If you have a YouTube app on your phone, you can easily join the YouTube stream. So you can also send your messages there. Just that to be difficult to be copying and pasting it. I'm just an admin for today. Don't mind me.
Okay, we are still waiting for others.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so as we are waiting for others, let me just quickly school us on how to use our Zoom. So
Okay.
for us that have not Zoom recently, we have never used it before, but thank God we are using it today. So that's the essence of coming to this class, though. So immediately when you log in, it actually asks you to call via audio or leave like that. So anytime you call in and you did not die by audio, that means you will not be able to have access to the audio on the platform. Do we get that? So that's number one. You can, anytime you want to mute your mic, if the admin is not muting you, if you are not muted by the admin, you can just click the mute, that mic icon that you can see down your screen. Where you click, then you cannot hear what I'm saying there. Yeah. So, peradventure you want to do, the next icon beside it is start video. So, if I start my video now, you can actually see my background, my face, and all of that. So if I click the video, that means that you will not. Okay, so and you will see that share. Share is determined by the admin whether you can share as a participant or not. Do you get it? And you see the participant section. You can, if you click on it, you will see where you can chat. So as this discussion is going on, you can decide to be chatting on the chat box. So on the chat box, when you send something, every other person will see it. We have, look at it now. If you look at your screen, you will see my eye. So as I'm chatting, or maybe lecture is going on and you want to ask questions, you can ask through the. Okay, yeah. So put the admin has opened the chat for everyone to discuss. So you can actually ask a question, maybe you have a comment, and the lecture will still continue. No, at the last part icon, you will see three dots. When you click the three dots, you can raise your hand, you can do thumbs up. Maybe when discussion is going on, you want to ask questions, you can actually raise your hand. So I believe you can also see my hand raised. So now it's just little about Zoom. Though it is very, very more than this. Assuming you want to start your conference, maybe you are the one that want to host the conference, you have to do some settings. So maybe you want to record the conference like now, the way we are streaming it live on YouTube. So you can stream this. Everything we are doing here is streaming directly on YouTube. So you can check it out and all of that. And we can do the recording of everything we are doing tonight. We are going to have the recording. You can always have access to it. So that's the whole essence of coming to use Zoom. So one of those things we do at SCB Hub is that our mission is for people to be exposed. So whether you have been using it before, you just start using it, you get more better with it, and you can host your meetings there too. It's okay. So despite waiting for people, we still have 9 people. 9 people. So I don't know. Ogawali, how many people are on YouTube?
Minus myself and yourself, we have 6.
Oh, we have 6 on YouTube.
Oh, on
That's good.
YouTube? Okay, let me check YouTube. Oh, I'm the only one on YouTube.
I know I'm there too.
You are not there.
I'm there presently.
I'm the only one watching on YouTube.
It did not even open the chat for us to talk. Okay.
Hmm?
I've said that. I'm on YouTube.
Okay, I can see you now. Okay, I think it's not giving me the statistics anymore.
Wow. We need the statistics so that we can know if we should start, and by 8:30, if you are not seeing people, we will start. Maybe they will listen to the record. Oh, wow, I'm happy I can see Adikemi. Yeah, that's awesome. Adikemi, Odunayo, Emmanuel Oriofe, anything. Benjamin, Christiana, Precious, okay, Isaac. So we can do better. Let's inform others. If they cannot download the app, or they can use our YouTube channel to check on that. Yeah. Oh. So just so I want to urge us that are online. Please don't let us be looking for you. Just make sure that every other person is here. For me, I have to leave the class I'm running presently to join this class. Mm.
Mine was on a Tuesday.
Okay, guys. Before we start, can we just begin to have you? Can you tell your experience so far on the training and all of that, and how you have enjoyed it? What you think that we can change and all of that? I know I have asked you some of these questions before, so we can still come up with it. So let us have this. This is life. I want to really enjoy your presence and all. So then let me start speaking now. You can just raise your hand or you can just start talking. Just unmute your mic. Like I did Kemina, she did not mute her mic before. Okay. If nobody is talking, let me start speaking then. Let's start from Precious. Oladunde. Let's start from you. Please, if you are not talking, please help us to mute your mic. It will help the recording and all. Do you get that? So Precious, let's have you.
How I need to be cautious about my time, because time is the first thing very important when it comes to life. Okay, but I feel that about flexibility skills, which is necessary in terms of our schedules also. The necessity for roadmap, why it is needed, purpose, processing and everything. As a person, it has really helped me actually. I've really improved on my being. I've seen a lot of changes in the way I see time, in the way I do my things, and the way I take things so serious. At least I'm much accountable about my time and what I do with my time now. Thank you.
Please unmute yourself. Continue. Thank you. Agawali, what's going on?
Yeah, I'm talking now.
Hello, I believe you can hear me, everyone. So, Precious, are you still there? Oh, I think our service is bad, so we have lost her. She will join back. So, let's speak. Christiana Benjamin, can you give us your feedback? Ifelola,
Good evening. Anyone can
yes,
hear
we
me?
can hear you clearly.
Okay. Okay. This program has really helped me in a lot of ways. Has helped me understand some things better, like the issue of branding, and it has allowed me to something I do and fall out of it. I do it to plan my day, and even though I've not been able to complete all this tasks successfully, it's better than before since I have to be accountable for what I for the plan I make in the morning. So the program has really been helpful and impactful to me. Um,
Thank you very much. Yeah, Precious is back. Precious, we like to continue from where she stopped at that time. Yeah, Wrestling, you're welcome.
Thank you, sir. Actually, this program really helped me a lot in terms of the way I build some things now. Because I've grown up with some kind of mentality about some things, but now I'm seeing it in a different way. When you talk about leadership, when you talk about success, things that need to be put in place as a leader, it has really helped me. And I've come to the realization that as that I am just not anybody, I am a product, and my value is needed by me identifying myself. I really learned a lot of things, and I really appreciate this program. I really appreciate the organizers. Thank you very, very much.
Okay, thank you very much too. We really appreciate for you staying through the program. We have about 100 plus that started this program, and in next edition, we are hoping that since we have you on board, we'll be able to get more people to add values to their life. We are value-driven people, and we want to make impact, and that has been our mantra that we speak impact at the SCBO. That's why many times we will not sleep and we just want to give the best to you, whether you are paying or you are not paying for it. And that's what we are known for. So if you are paying for it, we are still going to give you the standard we are going to give to people that are not even paying at all. And that's what we are doing. Yeah, so let's take the next person. So who is ready? Odwayo, can we have you?
Okay, sir. Good evening.
Are you playing keyboard?
Uh, purpose of this program is to give the foresight of where I'm going. I don't have a roadmap, but with some of the given and the read that I've been able to, sit down and evaluate, create map or how
Although maybe you should type. I think your service is very, 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 very from that century. So please, can you use the chat box? Hello, Odun, can you use the chat box? Use the chat box.
Okay.
So can we use the chat box? Let's have another person. Yeah. So I think we have time with the Brown online. So can you just tell us your experience and feedback as we wait for others to join? Yeah.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. You're welcome.
This is Richard. My experience, let me share it because of my network. I think network is better now for the meantime.
Yes. Go on.
Yeah, okay. My experience with the let me start by appreciating the organizer. It's a good thing because I have things that I don't know before. I have learned them and I've started putting them into practice. Because I promised myself when I saw the name of the group, accountability. My experience was awesome because there are some things that are hidden to me that are unveiled to me. And concerning my experience is awesome because I discovered one of the criteria for me to be great in life is waking up early, which I have been failing to do. But since I started the class, I've been waking up 4 o'clock, perform some tasks before the meeting and after the tasks, sleeping late and performing some tasks. It has really improved me. I have discovered I've changed in this May. I met some of my friends. I said, you don't longer come out, and when we see you, what you are saying is no longer aligned with our own. I said, that is who I want to be. So some of them that can move on with me, they will laugh me and just move on if they want to discuss with me. So I just want to thank the organizer of this program that they are wonderful. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. That's a good testimony. And when we like I said the other time, whenever we hear something like this, we are thrilled and we are excited because it's part of our story and strength. It makes us to do more. So we want to see more life changing. So like you have had this experience now, we are expecting that next time we'll be running this kind of program or event drillings. So you'll be able to bring others for them to actually experience this kind of experience that you have had these few days, if I will call it like that. But to some of you, it is not few days, it is lifetime experience. Yes, and that is the truth. So Adekemi, Alani, can we have you? Yeah, I'm seeing my guys here. This is Isholana, Chineze. So Adekemi, we can have you now. Your intro is powerful.
Hello, good evening, everyone.
Yes, pick up. Good evening. You are welcome.
Good evening.
All right. My
Good evening.
experience. First, I want to appreciate the team and the team lead, like the organizer of this. a good thing. And hold on, let me just say that the beautiful work you guys are doing. Yes, the experience cannot be easy actually. I go and on. I come online. Sometimes I might be on, like my data is on, I'm online. I couldn't follow through the meeting. But I have learned time discipline to some extent, not as much as I should, because my complaint has been I couldn't run in the pace of the meeting because of some other thing I'm involved in. And I know for sure that I ought to prioritize this, but I couldn't balance it. Trusting God to help me if I have the privilege to be part of next edition. So I learn time management. At least I'm improved on it. Not as I love to, but I'm not where I used to be. Let me just put it that way. Then I'm exposed to new things I don't know, essentially how we manage our personal profile on internet. I am a kind of person that I'm not actually fan of social media, so to say. And now I learned that that is also an opportunity to present who I am, to tell people my identity, and it's also my curricular vitae hey online. And I was like, wow, I didn't know that before. So I'm exposed to that information. Just thank God that very soon I'll have space to update some things on my social media and learned to not to put what is not on it, although I don't use it. But now that I know, it will guide me not to put unnecessary things, things that will paint me back. So I appreciate that information a lot. It's more than the money to me. And some other teachings, leadership series, I was part of it. I learned a lot. And one of the things I also appreciate more in this program is the team work we did. The assignment we were given, and everyone was on their toes. And got a time, a day before our presentation, I was just thinking myself that wow, Adike, so you too can do this. I never knew I can like I can just be on my own to think through, so to say. So I discovered that this training give me the privilege to to like to place pressure on myself so that something better can come out. And I know there is still opportunity to do more. I'm just saying that it has pushed me from being lackadaisical and nonchalant. Yeah, it has pushed me from being satisfied to
Okay.
more and be better. Thank you. Hello?
Yeah, we are with you.
Okay. So it has actually pushed me. And at the end of the training, as in at the end of the team presentation, everything went well, even though we didn't do as we expected from our coordinator and the organizers. But at least somebody that is coming from nowhere like me. So by the time I do it the next time, I know I'll be more than average. So that's what I appreciated. I'm not where I used to be, though I'm not where I'm supposed to be. So it's a push, and it's a privilege to be part of this training in this season. So I appreciate you all, the coordinator, the team, and the grit, so to say. Thank you. Bye. I'm done.
Thank you very much. It's a good one. Yeah. So we still have so many work to do. Yeah, so many work. Let's have Emmanuel Orioke. Are you ready? Okay. If he's not ready, let's
All
have
right. Can you hear me now?
yes, we can. Oh, we can hear you now.
All right. Thank you. Okay. So um I want to I appreciate the organizers, and because it has helped me to have a detailed roadmap. If anybody would ask me before that, okay, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? I kind of have the foresight of my destination, but I don't have a roadmap to get to where I'm going. if somebody asks me now, how do you want to achieve this now? I can't really say this is how I want to achieve, but within these 3 weeks, I've been able to sit down, just analyze the problem in the sector I want to be involved in, and look, it has also helped me, to work with people. The teamwork, I really appreciate it. And Adirugbe Richards, I respect him. I respect him for his work. He will always, I'm the team lead, but he will be the one to call me and about the task, and so it's wonderful, knowing people, them you haven't met in your life, and you just get to meet them within few days, and you get to work with them, and you guys are doing fine. I really appreciate it. It has really helped me task my brain. The day we had that team presentation, it was just few hours to our presentation. We're still brainstorming, and we had to come up with something. It's really cool, and I've not been able to follow through really, because power supply here is very bad. So I've not been able, but for days that I've been online, I'm able to learn a lot, even about social media. I thought I know a lot about social media, but I've got to understand some things, that my social media is like my CV online. Like, if I apply for a job, they can get to come and check my social media page to see the kind of person I am. So I've gotten to understand that too. I've gotten to know more about leadership, about selflessness. So it has really helped me a lot. And pertaining to time management, so anytime I'm doing anything, even if I'm on phone, I'm chatting, what just comes to my head is, okay, what's next? Okay, the book you said you are going to read from 2 to 4, have you read it? Like, I will just stop some things to do what is on my mind planner, because I have scheduled it for the day, and I've tried my possible best to work with the mind planner. And yeah, it's a push. Yes, it has really helped me a lot. It has helped me a lot. I've been exposed to a lot of things, and it's really wonderful being here. It's wonderful. Thank you.
That's wonderful. Now, Mishola, she's not around again. Okay, let's take Blessing Tolani. That is Abiola, yeah. So can we have you? Oh, die call for audio. Yeah. So when you are able to do that, you can actually hear the everyone on the hub. So, Chinaza, can we have you as Abiola tried to fix her mic?
Okay. Hello, good evening all.
Good evening, you are welcome powerfully.
Okay. Okay, my name is Chima Chinaza Irene. Sorry, I joined late. I was trying to fix it. I'm so sorry about that, please. Okay, I discovered you are doing some. Okay, actually, joining this meeting has been quite impactful to me personally in so many areas, like when you talk about time management, which was the main reason about why I signed in for it. It has really helped me in curtailing a lot of things, because when I have it has built a consciousness that, oh, you have some laid written down plans that you have to fulfill, you have to follow, and you must
you will still account for it later. So it helps me curtail so many things as to finish what I have to do. So before now, maybe I'll have it in my head, yes, I'll do this, I'll do that. But since I enrolled for this, it's not just been on my head. I have it written down, and at some point I'll be like, okay, this is what I'm meant to do. And it has really helped me in at least making a step forward. Yes. And then in other things I've learned, some other things, it's on leadership, your personality, your purpose, you know, like it's been a refuel, like the consciousness of it. This is what you are to do, and if you don't do this, this is what it will result. It brings up this consciousness that there is something I have to do, and I just have to start now. So I really learned a lot on that, and also communicating with people and the rest of them. It's been quite impactful. I really appreciate the coordinator. You really did a wonderful one. I say thank you very much. God bless you. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Thank you too. We thank God for everything going on the hub and moving. Yeah, so blessing Tolani now. Can we have you? So as we go into today's discussion and wrap it up. Who have I not taken yet? Okay, Isaac.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, you are welcome.
Sorry, I just joined. I didn't know what are we talking about?
Yeah, can somebody help us?
I wasn't hearing the audio before, so it just connected. Hello.
So what we are discussing is this. We are discussing the feedback of what the hub has been able to what you have been able to do, achieve, the impact you have into the hub. That's some of feedback. That's what we are having presently, so that we can have others join us. Then we start. So your diving mode today is your feedback. Thank you.
Okay, good evening. I'm very sorry the audio was having issues before now. So we are talking about feedback on what we have been able to achieve through the hub. Well, okay. Let me start. My name is Torani Blessing Abiola, and well, I've gained a lot of things through this up. Well, first things first, number one, I'm not a morning person, but through this up, seriously, waking up by 4:30 or before 4:30 at the beginning was it was very hard, very very hard. But uh, you're the one that knows what you want to gain, and with that you'll be able to stay focused. So yeah, one thing that's the first thing I'll say this all has made me is making me wake up early. So I'm becoming a morning person, be able to wake up early, seize the day early, and get everything done. And number two, I've not really been a fan of planning, uh, time management, planning your day, what is going to do. I have actually never done it before. I just wake up, anything that comes in the day, that's what I'll do. But with the knowledge of time management, I've been able to know how to manage my time, how to go about my day. Sometimes I already have the plan in my head, so it's very easy for me to follow it. Sometimes if I find out that Why am I just doing nothing? Why am I lazing around the house? I'll go and check my time plan and I'll know what to do. So it has really helped me to manage my time, and most importantly, through this lockdown period, it has helped me to not just be sleeping and waking up. So I have things I have to do, I have things I have to learn, I have tasks I have to work on. So the hub has really helped me in this aspect also. Uh, well, the third part, uh, the part of leadership, I'm somebody that is very shy, very shy. In, so in the face of leading people, I've not really been very good at that. But I've learned a lot of lessons about leadership, about teamwork in this hub, and I'm very sure it's going to stay with me for a very long time. More so, how to be accountable for my time, a lot of things, even relationships. Um, I love the courtesy and honor part. It's very good. My parents, I've noticed my parents sometimes when they see somebody not behaving well, they say the person lacks courtesy. So I've always said that what's the meaning of courtesy? Who lacks courtesy? So I've learned to honor people, as in the day we asked to honor people and I send messages to my family, they were really amazed. So I've learned to honor people in my life. Also, I've learned to speak good things in my life or to my life since the day. In the morning, well, it has been a very important part of my life. Uh, well, I was a person that didn't really accept myself the way I am. So this hub, I'll be able to speak to myself, speak good things to my day. And I think that things create a mentality in you that your day is already good. You are good. There's nothing you cannot do. So that's really helped me a lot. I think my talk is too much now. I don't know how many minutes we have. So I'm going to uh, go back to the coordinator now so we can continue with the program. Thank you.
Yeah, you are welcome. Thank you for your feedback. A very wonderful one. So let's have Isaac. Yeah. Oh, we have two people here. We have Precious. So let's have Isaac. Then we take. I must take Anna Ishola. Yeah, take her. So Precious, can we have you? She's connecting her audio. So Anna, can you come in, please?
Good evening, everyone.
Wow. Good evening. You are welcome.
Yeah, thank you, sir. I don't really know what we are saying, but I think it's about what we learned throughout the training, right?
Your testimony, your feedback. This is just like a diving. So your feedback, your testimony, how you enjoy all of those things.
Oh, okay, sir, okay, sir. Oh, okay. My testimony throughout the training. Okay, when I first saw the advert, actually, I was not interested. Like I was like, "Oh." But when I saw your post, that's Mr. Tabel. I saw your post of people that maybe attended the last episode, I mean the last edition rather, and they were like, the program was this. Wow. I just decided to give it a try. And wow, it was really a serious drilling. It was very, very serious. Waking up as early as 4 a.m. or before then, 4 a.m. or before them, rushing to do some things, diving in for mine, and they were really serious. Like they were no jokes at all. But in all, I've really learned a lot. Like what I've learned will last for a lifetime, I must confess, because it has really, according to the theme or the reason why the training was put in place to be accountable for, I want to be accountable to reach my goals or something. There was a way it was put. So I think it was really beyond that, because everything we learned, the old teachings on leadership, on personal development, on how to manage time, I can't just, each time I'm just sit, I'll be like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I've been so conscious of time, and it will be as if if you don't do this, maybe somebody will beat you or something. Like, it has really, really helped me. Like, helps me. The different aspects, talk about different teachings on growth, on development. I can't even start mentioning them, but it has really been impactful. It has been impactful. And I also thank Mr. Tabel for organizing this training. Indeed, the training is worth thousands of naira actually, but you did it for free just to help our lives, and I really appreciate. And I also see you as you are really how do I put it, a very hardworking fellow, like very, very busy, and still meets up with every of his schedule. Sometimes, most times they tell us you don't sleep throughout the night, and you're still. Sometimes I just wonder that how is somebody not sleeping the night? How is he able to coordinate a class and he's not dozing off or something? So I was really, most times I just get challenged. See somebody, this person is a human being and all. So I've really been impacted. The values are uncountable, I must confess. The teachings, sometimes I just keep remembering them. Is it on personal branding? Is it personal development? Is it leadership? Is it failure? Is it many beggars lifestyle? Different roadmap, different topics that one cannot forget. So I think that's my testimony so far. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for your feedback. It is wonderful. Like I've been saying to everyone since we started, that your testimony is like for us, and we are able to actually tell our story by having your testimony, and that is the essence of putting it on Facebook, so that people can come around and see that, oh, this is not a joke. We are actually making impact. So my best topic, my best, how will I put it now? The best, I don't know, which is it topic will I call it, or section of drilling? I will say it later, don't worry, you want to know. Okay. So, Precious, can we have you before we take Isaac? That is Precious. Tina, what is the chi again? Chinenuba. Just unmute your mic. Mute your mic.
Okay, sir. Can you hear me now? Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Go on.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, everybody. My name is Chukuchi Nanu Precious. I'm sorry I joined lately. Something came up. And I would really love to start. Thank you, sir. I would really love to start from the fact that I was really confused about a lot of things in my life. I was confused about how to start up some laid down goals. I was confused about time management, punctuality, and a lot of things. But I don't know. I remember Bro Tabel. I call him Bro Tabel. Yeah, because he's an all-round man, spiritually, academically, every area. So I remember one day he posted a link on one of the Siemens BAF group pages. And before I joined, they were already done with the class. I was eagerly waiting for another opportunity. Then the opportunity came. I immediately sent my interest. I told him I was interested in the class. He said, okay, forward some details, your name, why you want to join the class, which I did. And after that, he added me to the group page, but that wasn't the main, this focus group page. So I tried to participate as much as possible. After that, I woke up one morning, logged into my WhatsApp, and I just saw I was transferred to another group. I was like, wow, what is this all about? I saw the title. I said, okay, I think this will be interesting because the former class was really impactful. I learned a whole lot of things there. Then the journey began when I saw the rules about waking up early, 4:45 at first. I was so scared because I knew I could sleep. Okay, I could sleep till 6 a.m. before I wake up. But that 4:45 was really serious. I just said, God, help me. Oh, I don't know if I would be able to finish because he said fail to come in at certain number of times, you'll be evicted. And seriously, I knew I would learn a lot. So I wasn't even ready to leave the group. So the first day I missed it, actually, I apologized. But he said, okay, just try and keep up. I said, okay, I will try, sir. I will try. It just started that way. The next day, I set alarm from 3:30, 4:30, 4:35, then 4:40. I knew the first one didn't wake me, second didn't wake me, but the third one, I just jumped up. I was like, God, it's time. I logged in immediately. The messages were just loading. I was like, God, please let it load fast. So I got into the class. I dived in, and I started learning so many wonderful things. Sincerely speaking, I'm a type that I could have so many visions, but if I don't have a driving force, if an external body doesn't push me, I won't be able to put in my best. But that class has really helped my life. I knew I had so many laid down visions, which I told him about. And he will always say, okay, just try this out, try that out. Most times when I write, I love writing practical things about people. I sent it to him, he read it, he said it's wonderful, we'll discuss it. And it started growing that way. I was taught about branding. Before, I could just snap pictures, put on my WhatsApp, my status, WhatsApp status. People comment quite all right, but after the class, I realized that your social media should be a means of impacting lives, not just making them feel entertained and the rest. And I began to consciously do that. That was when I started writing about adverse childhood experiences, which till date, so many people are really benefiting from it. Most times he checks my status and I'm like, wow, my team leader is checking my status, my oga is checking my status, and it kept me going. I remember this morning he also checked it and I was so happy. At the end of it all, I just want to say that this focus group has impacted in my life, that I know generations to come will be able to say, yes, there was a brand on earth, not because I wanted to do that, not because I even had the energy to do that, but because God brought me to meet Mr. Tosin Tabel. He brought me in a way that really transformed my life. I can remember the day, I don't want to be emotional, but I remember when we talked about character. Wow, I learned a whole lot. Your character is your brand. It is your selling point. Most times when you bring ideas to people, what they check first is, what is your character? No matter the visions you have, what is your character? If they can actually put a positive tag on your character, then you've already jumped one hurdle. It will be easier for you to sell your brand. You know, most times so many motivational speakers come to say a lot of things, but when you check their character, you don't even know how to relate with it. But sincerely, I would say I've been blessed beyond measures.
I've been able to learn how to keep to time to a very large extent, time management. I've learned how to be diligent. Most times I wake up very early and I begin to type on my status around 4:50, 5 a.m. I know so many people will be like, why is this girl keeping up this early? What's happening? But it's as a result of the group. It's a product of what I've learned so far. And sincerely, I'm forever grateful to that. I also want to appreciate the sites. They've been wonderful. When they even notice a small error, just like a full stop. Now I can't chat with anybody on WhatsApp. I can't engage in any conversation without putting appropriate punctuation marks. These are the little things we have been neglecting before, but now I just consciously do it. No matter how fast I need to type and go to the next message, I must just put a punctuation mark to my chat, whatever it is. Now I've learned to be more courteous too. Not because I wasn't courteous before, but now I've been able to be so keen to doing that because I've learned that the way you relate to people goes a long way in affecting what you sell to them. Like when you relate very well to them and you bring an idea to them, they can easily buy it. They can easily say, okay, let me hear you out. Why? Because you've related well with them previously. I've also learned how to, the last discussion we had was given by, I think, Precious. She did that. And I learned something unique from what she said. In fact, I don't want to go into so many details, but I've learned a lot. But I just pray, my sincere prayer is that God will keep on greasing your elbow. Sincerely, the way you do these things freely, you didn't charge us, you didn't even place any price tag on it, something that is worth, I don't know, a whole lot. This is more than a coaching class. It's more like you're coaching us on what we want to do. You're also affecting our lives. The last discussion you gave on how to relationship, wow, it left a good impression about you on me. He taught us something about relating the male and the female, and it made me more confident that I could actually be expressive to him. I could actually tell him some critical things and he would give me advice. It made me see you as a leader indeed, not a wolf, not somebody that would prey on an individual's weakness or something negative, because you sounded so affirmative, so confident about what you do. And sincerely, I would say, sir, please keep it up. Keep it up. You might feel, okay, the result is gradual at this stage, but I tell you the truth. 5 years from now, 10 years from now, you will see the effect of what you are doing and what you've been doing. Sincerely, God bless you, sir, from the depth of my heart. And I'm also grateful I met so wonderful minds here. So many beautiful people. Thank you very much.
I'm making panduyam.
I've been praying to God that when we do stuff like this. Get emotional. It's one thing is this. Well, I've been telling everybody. One thing is very crucial is when you discover purpose, pursue it. Because when you don't pursue your purpose, like you remember what I was talking about, this write-up that I made for the orb about purpose. Purpose is discovering a void and you feeling it. So over time, people will call you by what you have discovered and you fit in. And that's what we are doing at the hub. And we are happy that we are doing that because that is what God has actually brought into our hands. And my team and I, like, there is everybody in my team passed through this training too, and I have members of my team on this training. Is one of those things that you must pass through as a member of the hub. You understand? And presently, the person that is hosting this sport is not even in Nigeria. The person is in Russia, and because we are team, we work from different places, and yet we are still able to be productive. So it's just these are the things we want to pass down to you. So. And we are hoping and we are believing that as you move to Focus Tribe, it's going to be more better. Though we are not going to be having classes like we did throughout this training. So that one is just as you come and go. Yeah, so thank you, Precious, for your feedback. And I take the last person so that we start today. I'm not taking any other person than that last person is because I promised him. Oh, Tunde Fortune is here. Okay, Isaac, can we have you?
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening.
This adult thing has already done me so many benefits. Like there are so many things I've been proud. Like before, I'm just this kind of a guy who was like, how do I describe it? I'm a chess player. I only think of just training small. Most of those things that we really did in the hub was my first time. Like the coordinator said some things earlier that the training was a short time something, but for others it's like a lifetime experience. Yeah, I think it's talking about me. Like yeah, this thing really changed my aspect of doing things, my way of life. Like because I really changed. I want to thank Mr. Tabel for for what he has done. He's one that compulsory this training for me that is a must. I must be there. And really, I after I'm in this thing, in this training, like I've gained a lot. There isn't a single day that I didn't gain. I've gained a lot. Ah, If I begin to count everything that I've gained, I think it will even be more than what it taught us. So I just want to thank him. I want to thank my wonderful team member, my the site, and everybody. Thank you.
So thank you very much. We appreciate your feedback. It's a very wonderful one. Yeah, so I will be partial if I say I should take Tunde Fortune, and we still have two people that have not spoken. So if we can do it 30 seconds thereabout, it will be very good so that we can start 9:15 and discuss today's discussion so that we can actually drop our BCG and all of that. Yeah, so before these guys come, okay, let them come. So Tunde Fortune, can we have you? Tunde, are you there? I think your service is a little bit Nigeria. So your service is Nigeria. So we understand that. Okay, no problem. Let's take
Good evening, sir. Wait, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now. You're welcome.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I just joined. I didn't know what's going on, but I really it's really nice seeing everybody's face and hearing our voice. So I give thanks to the Mr. Omole Tosin Tawe for this opportunity.
Oh, Almighty God.
Yeah. So I am someone that like learning, giving myself to learning. So I've kind of do this kind of training before, 21 days training. So like I see the flyer, I was eager to do it. That this another chance to learn something new. So on getting to the eve, it's really something impactful, insightful that I've learned from Mr. Omole Tosin Tabe. I pray God will continue to strengthen you with and with His wisdom in Jesus' name. I believe everyone can hear me.
Yes, we are actually. Yeah, we are with
okay.
you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, thank you very much. Hello. So, Love and Taiwo, can we have you? So we just take you, then we go. Love it, Taiwo. I'm aware that there are two people using the same phone, so okay, they are not coming up. So let's start today's work. Yeah. So thank you, everyone. So sorry, I don't know that I've muted my mic already. So thank you everyone for being here. This is the first time for some of us using Zoom meeting to have this kind of cloud meeting. On the down part, you see participants. You can just click on it, then you chat. You can drop your chat. You can drop your question as the tonight's session on food. So thank you once again for coming around. Thank you once again for coming around, and I really do appreciate that. It's a very wonderful one. Seeing all of your faces, hear your voices, and all, and the group work you guys have done together. Yeah, it's a very wonderful one. So, what is my the will I say that I love? The topic that I love most is beggar. I just loved it. I've been looking for the picture. I took one picture. There is a place we call Tanke in Ilorin. Ilorin, we call it Tanke. So I took a picture there. Immediately, they asked people to go out. You know, we have been under lockdown for a while now. So, and they asked people to actually go out and look for what they will eat, and some people open market and all of that. You not believe what I saw. So that day, beggars too, they came to work. I quickly used my phone to take the picture. So I was like, I'm taking selfie. So I took them together with me, but my focus was on the beggar. I don't know why I cannot find the picture. I will have shown us the picture. So it was very, very funny to me. Don't mind me. I was like, if this beggar can understand the essence of coming to look for money and throughout, like this is coronavirus, for God's sake, they should have it at the back of their mind that if somebody is giving you money and it's corona money, call. So you guys are not seeing it like that. They were there to collect money, like for real. I was challenged. And if you see normal person, some people will just say no, 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 no. You, sorry for that. I'm trying to look for the picture. So some people will be like,
You're not sharing your sir.
hello, sorry, my service just disappeared. So I've appeared again. So, you know, that's one of the reasons the story challenged me so much. I'm actually writing I'm on 4 books actually. Now I want to make sure that I finish the first two by the next 2 months. That is for positivity and campus relationship. So though the campus relationship is more than campus relationship is for everybody, but I know that's going to be of help to so many people outside there because we have so many people passing through different challenges and all. And that's why we came with that. So that is the topic I love most out of the whole thing. I'm learning from all of you. Yeah. So let's start there. So let's go into today's topic. Today's topic we want to quickly look at is just simple networking. So From our discussion, if you don't remember what we discussed about networking, you can just unmute your mic and talk to us. Who is speaking in tongue here? And is that up this section, most people that are Muslim, like from our other religions, could not end because of the fasting and all. And we cannot actually, we don't have that tolerance for you to stay 3 times without tangible excuse. So if you are putting into it, you are putting into it. I, including my very personal friend, I have to decide I have to remove some of them. I have to remove some people personally. That's just okay. Let me also tell you this as we answer my question about networking so that we can talk about it. The last focus up that we had, somebody was in that up throughout the first day to the last day. There was in the person was not able to meet up by the time of the meeting and he was giving up, almost giving up and all. So the funniest thing about it, I was telling somebody today that my spiritual father, sorry for some of you that not hear the word spiritual father, my own spiritual father was under the training for the 20-something days. So, and nobody in the hub knows except for the site. Yeah, so you imagine those kind of things. So it's a very training that serious and who is disturbing our call, our discussions. Okay.
Sorry, I'm trying to mute the person who is talking on the ground. Sorry.
Okay, thank you. Please don't forget that we are recording this thing so that everybody can have access to it at the end of this thing. So yeah, so let me quickly start. I said networking. I talked about you building a valuable network, which is so. Let me just tell you this tonight that I know that it's something that is common for everybody. It's that your network is your net worth. I repeat, your net worth. So there was a time I was supposed to run for a program, and the program cost 25,000 and all. But I did not pay the time because there was this person that I've already helped them out 2 years ago. When I finished my secondary school those days and all of that. So by the time I got there, the man just said no, I should not worry. He signed the form, signed everything, and I purchased everything. It's 5,000 just like that, and I'm talking about 6 years ago. So it's not something that is recent. It's just it's 5,000 or you understand that kind of thing. So it's 5,000 at that particular point is much, and I did not pay a dime having that kind of product. The reason being that I've built a network with these people. So everybody that comes your way are very, very significant to you. And that's why we say that network is an important tool to thrive in this kind of section that you find yourself. So many times, so many places, you will not meet the right people. That's just the sincere truth. But when you have, okay, let me put it like this so that you understand what I'm saying. You see, your value will attract people. That's just the sincere truth. I was making jest and I was telling somebody, I said, if you are a female and you carry the right value, if a guy is coming to come and propose, the guy will go and think first before he comes around. He will not just come. He will not just come like that. You imagine you want to go and buy Rolls Royce today, or you want to go and buy Benz. You not just stand up one day and you want to go and buy Benz. No, it's not possible. Why? because there is this value they have built inside it. So, and if you check people that are using those kind of things, they have people in network together. So there is this kind of, oh, so yeah, okay. Have you guys, so I need your response now. Have you guys thought of this thing that used to happen normally, that a rich guy is getting married to a rich guy? What is your take about that? Let me just say it before we move on. I don't want to call anybody, just unmute your mic and mute it back when you finish contributing your side. Precious, Tunde, Anna, Tolani, Adekemi. I need you guys' response. So yeah.
Okay, sir. You said a rich. Okay.
Let's do it like this. Just raise up your hand so that I can call you. So Anna, let's have you talk first. Talk.
Okay, sir. Did you say a rich man marrying a rich lady?
Yes, most cases we always see rich people marrying rich people.
I didn't get it, sir. I didn't get your question, sir.
Okay, my question is this, everyone. I said in most cases, what we have let you know from the beginning is that we always say that a rich man marry another rich man's daughter. That is how they have been. So if you are a rich person or wealthy person, your child will marry another wealthy or rich person. So it's like 1 in 10 that used to marry people from slum, people that are not actually in that level. Yeah, do you get it now?
Yes, I think they want the trend to continue. A rich man now wants his daughter to marry another man with a rich another rich man who has a rich son. I think it's for the trend, with the girl that has ọmọ tó ti rọ́ lárí. I don't know if I'm making a point, sir.
Yeah. That's a good one. Any other person? Yeah, Blessing want to talk the other time.
Okay, I think the reasons why rich men connect their children, because me, I see their marriage as a connection. They try to bring their children together to marry it so that they can keep the wealth in between them. They won't just bring somebody from outside that doesn't understand how maybe the family businesses have been handled, to just dismantle it. So most times they do this arranged marriage so that this family will marry this family, then they will form a joint company, then their assets company will continue to expand from there than somebody not having anything, that is not bringing anything. Hello?
That's serious. So Precious too. You can go. Mute your mic, please.
Okay. Sorry.
Precious, you are playing keyboard. I'm looking for that key. It's okay. You can use your chat box if okay, so yeah, as we wait for Precious to type a contribution. So now, for most of us that have come up to say one thing or the other, we have talked about most of them don't want their weight to go out, so they want to keep growing the weight. Yeah. So now, can I also bring this, that do you know that most of the time you don't even have access to, I don't know if any of you have met this lady, Dangote's daughter. The last time I saw her on the billboard as I was coming in Abuja. So I was working with one of my Oga and with Wale. Wale is the one hosting this meeting in Federal Ministry of Health. So we are working there. Anytime, so I just see her like I just see her on the sample like So she finished, they just give her one company she's managing, and they invited her to come and talk. So I was just like, what did she want to offer? Talk. What did she know? You know, but some of them carry values and all of that. So the reason why I will not meet her is because I'm not operating in their region. I don't know whether I get it. So it's somebody that you operate in their region and you are deliberate about that you actually make the right network with. That's the essence of networking. So most of us we have not understand the issue of networking. Even when we have access to them, we don't take those chances. I missed one. And it still haunts me to today. Yeah. So now what happened is the one I missed. I don't know if Wale can remember. If he has come to Abuja that time. Yeah, there was a day we had a meeting. I came back from WHO conference and all of that. So we had to hold a meeting and we went for the hub meeting. What is his name again? Oh, can't remember his name. The hub is a very prominent one. Yeah, co-curation hub. Is it co-curation? No, I can't actually pick the, but I remember the name of the guys as I'm talking. So now what happened? We got there, they asked us to network. People, I don't understand. For God's sake, I'm a 400 level guy. I'm a 400 level guy. They have not taught me anything like that in school, like really. Network. So, and I've been reading about so many things. So I don't even understand. How will I network? What will I say? For what? For So, funnily, I saw my guy, Gabriel Afolayan. He started talking to somebody. The people sitting beside me, Victor Ayola, you have already faced another person they are discussing, and I don't have anything to discuss. I just have to be looking at the podium jejely, for God's sake. Now, that is not the most painful part of the whole thing. Let me tell you the most painful part of the whole thing. The most painful part of the whole thing is when we finish the meeting. They ask us to network. They give the beginning of the hub meeting, the middle, they create time for networking, and when the whole team finished, the whole team finished very late, but we're in Abuja. So now something that happened. We have Victor, we have Savion, we have Tabel there, we have Ayola there, and we have Malga there. Immediately every one of them disappeared. I'm just like, now, I was standing beside somebody, a very great personality. If I have that kind of opportunity, I will tell you what I decided since that day. Now, the guy is the special advisor to the president on Earth matter. And throughout I was staying when they asked us to I was because hello, sorry for the connection is service. So, I was just there. There was nothing for me to ask this man, special advisor to the president on net matter. Some of my guys are just making connections, and I was just there. It was really, really painful. Really, really painful. I don't know. How do you think you will feel? Let me hear from you. How will you feel? So, Olatunji, can we have you, please? Where is everybody?
Sir,
Okay.
in that kind of situation, it's going to be really, really, really painful. Like, it's a very, very rare opportunity. A lot of people are really seeking to get, and it's going to be really, really painful. Like, but for me, I can't be that kind of opportunity. I'm one kind of person. I'm very outspoken when I see people for the first time. I don't like to keep that kind of a thing. I like to create some rapport.
It's okay. You hear from me after now. So, yeah. So, Richard, are we having you? Richard. Okay. If Richard is not forthcoming, can we have Anna? So, Anna, how will you feel? Is it my service, or are people still alive here?
Yes, sir, we are live.
So, okay, let me have your feedback. So, how will you feel? Anybody can talk now since we are on
We are
and on.
alive. It seems it is that soon.
Okay. Odun?
Sir.
Go on. Okay, so let me just continue. Yeah, so one of those things that happens to me is like Precious said that she's very outspoken. I don't think that she's outspoken as I do. As I am. I don't think so. I don't know, but I want to believe that she's not my level. Yeah, so like that is my bet. So please, you can mute your mic, please. Listen, so, that day I could not say anything, and while I was leaving the hub, I said something in particular to myself. I said that it will never happen again. It will never happen again because I missed the opportunity to network, and maybe that will have earned me another position and all of that. So some of the relationship I am presently through networking. Yeah, through networking. I became part of this company now, Trust. So Trust company is a company run by our CEO is
Sorry,
Wale and
but it's not allowing me to hear you. Something is but sometimes it's just fading. I'm not really getting.
Okay, hello. Can you get me now? Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. So what I'm saying is, I believe that you all follow me up to the to my decision that I made that day onward, that I will never be like that. If you follow me up to that point. So I said I became admin for one of the company, and it was just through networking, and during the network we are able to see the work of each other. One of these things networking will do for you that it make you to see the worth of the other person, how the person is out in some of those things. And okay, Ogawale, please can you mute all the mic? All the mics, can you mute them? Including mine. I will on my own back. Ogawali, there is Precious, that's Technopop 1. Please mute the mic. Yeah, okay. So the mic is still on mute, please. Let's mute it. So now you have made me to miss my point, so I will have to trace it back. One of those things very important is that networking shows you other people's value. So the value they have been able to build over time, then from there you'll be able to know how to relate to that kind of person with that kind of person, and your expectation from those kind of guys. Another thing is, for every opportunity you see in networking, always take full chance of it. I remember there was a guy that came to Ilorin that time. Is it 2 years ago, 3 now? So the guy is from WHO. So immediately I sighted him on the podium as I was sitting down inside the auditorium. I want to connect with this guy. So how will I do it? Immediately he finished, they packed him. Nobody was able to see him. He's from World Bank, and the guy left. But since that day, I have it in mind. I want to meet him. So luckily for me, uh, my prof have to invite him. He was a medical doctor some times ago, so they met inside our plane on his journey. So he was invited to come and minister in my church, my chapel in general that time. So I was the one on duty. One of the things I do is I do photography, like I mentioned the other time. So I was the one taking the pictures and notes. So I told myself, you are the one. Today you may escape. Immediately finish the sermon, all the people I'm training for photography, I just give them the camera. I make sure I just tag him. So immediately I met him, I just told him, wow, sir, last time you came to Unilorin, it was a very wonderful session. We really enjoyed you. And since that time, I've been longing to meet you so that I can talk so many things to you. Presently, we run an hub called SCB Hub, Systematic Capacity Building. This and this and this and this is what we do. And I will love to have you. It was thinking that I want to ask for money, you know, and yeah, well, that's what we do most of the time. So in your networking, you must always prioritize relationship above money. I repeat that, in your networking, you must always prioritize relationship above money. It's very, very important. You know, it was thinking I want to ask for money. It was just like I spent. I said no, sir. We just want to have you. If we are holding a program, can we have you? Can you help us to? It was just like, hope it's not this year. I said, no, sir, it will be. That's how we start talking, we exchange contacts and all of that. So you need to recognize people that I want to network with. So if the guy that is high up there, now is the opportunity I have to meet him and secure his contact. Do you get what I'm saying? So you must recognize those opportunities. It may just be maybe you're in a wedding program and you have access to somebody. You curate a value base that the person. Yeah. Okay. The last one we talked about before we move on. I'm going to talk about, Larry Sharper to pronounce the second one very well. So Larry Sharper was the guy did his undergraduate with scholarship, his postgraduate master scholarship, PhD scholarship. So why some people are fighting to get to school that they are not having money in. So a friend of mine, his name is John Fatley, want to hold a meeting on scholarship, and also that the guy come and take out to get to scholarship, and he's partnering with SCBO. When they invited the guy, the last time they host a meeting, I was unable to attend. I even registered. But this time around, as he came and he was talking and I was talking, and I know that everything he was talking was not my issue. My issue is how can I bring him to SCBO? So I need to talk to him. So immediately, one of those sessions, as he was just talking, I just messaged him on Zoom. It was Zoom meeting that the scholarship class was hold. So I messaged him. He said, okay, no problem. To see we meet later. No. So after the class, I chat him up. Now we don't all of us we don't have excuse. There's no excuse anywhere. So believe me, where did I chat him up? I chat him up on Twitter. There are some people I chat them up on Instagram. Before I have K Factor's number, I always chat him up on Instagram and will give me response. You get it? So some people say, no, hey, no, I don't have access to that person. Have you chat them up? Have you sent them mail? Have they not reply? So you have not even make effort. You don't even see the need. There is nobody that is high up there that will not be able to get their mail. Just go to their what's it called now? LinkedIn. When you pick their mail from LinkedIn, sorry, I saw your mail from LinkedIn. I was so thrilled when I saw the work you are working on. It was wonderful. I'm also in that line, but I'm just starting and I needed help. Is there any way I can become a mentee to you, like a mentor, and I can do volunteer work with you, your organization, and all of that. So by the time you send the message first time, you send it second time, you send it third time, the person will call you. But we don't make use of those kind of things, and that is how to network. People will not come to you that you need most of the time. You are the one that will locate them out. You will start them out. So I want to be a politician. I started following somebody that is a politician. Yes, that is the right way. You want to be the richest person here. So what is your networking? What is your connection between that? So some of us we just have the highfalutin fusion in our head, but we are not connecting with it in reality. In the reality is that I want to be the best cake producer in West Africa. So the question is, who is the best cake producer in West Africa presently? They need to follow the person up, send the person message, do all of that, chat the person up. I don't know whether you get what we are saying. So for Larry Sharper, I messaged him immediately after chatting up on Twitter. We discussed. I said that the second day had an exam that I was to run. Okay, no problem. I said he should just go and write his exam. I will chat him up. The second day I was not able to chat him up. The third day I chatted him up. The first thing I was asking is, sir, good afternoon. How are you today? How was your exam yesterday? Hope it was wonderful and all and all. He said thank you for that. So, the way he responded, like I did not do like I'm far from him. I'm close for God's sake. I start our talk. You need to know where you start your talk from. So by the time we are talking, I say, how can I become your mentor, your mentee in scholarship, training, and all of that? I asked him that question. He said, presently we have, okay. I said, we have an hub. How can we help people? Now, I was not even talking about it throughout the whole conversation. I was talking about the hub members. How can the hub members benefit from this scholarship? And he said, they have this thing is running and all of that. Then I now asked him one question at the last. I said, how can I be of help to you? Do you get it? He said, oh, okay, thank you for that. I really appreciate it. For now, there's nothing, but you can keep checking. Yeah, I'm the one that needs something from him. So I keep checking how are you today. So that creates a band. So if anything comes up, you always think about me first. I don't know whether you get it. So there are some people you just need to I send them deliberate message every new month, every week. Just send them message. So it's the relationship, the network we have started in the past, it keeps it going. And that's the essence of you networking. So when we say that your network is your net worth, it goes a long way. It goes to talk about the value you are building. It goes to talk about your communication, how you communicate with people. It goes to a section of how you relate with individual. Hello, can you get it? Hello, are you following, please? Yeah, it's precious that can you mute your mic, please? Mute your mic. Just click that mic button. So yeah, now what we are saying is this. So your net worth is very, very important. Very, very important. I talk about social suicide the other time. I did not talk about it, I just mentioned it and I said social suicide. Now if you go online, you will not see those kind of topics. People Hello, sorry for the break. So I hope you get what we are saying. So if you have any question, you can just drop it on. I need to quickly finish this class. We have lost some of us. Yeah. So your net worth and your network go a long way to determine so many things. Don't forget that we say you're a brand. And you know the way the brand will relate with market is different from the way other brands will relate with market. So you need to begin to relate with people that in the same place where you are. Kai, precious. Okay. So we need to relate with people that in the place where you are, that is where you are going. So if I'm becoming a politician, who are the people I'm relating with? If you are in this space, your social impact space, who are the people you're supposed to be relating with? So you need to network with them. So your language matters. Very, very important. Your language. Hello. So your is very, very important in school of networking. Very, very. Let me stop here because I still have a lot to say and our time is actually fast spent. So if you have any question, you can just drop it for me. Yeah. So thank you for your time. It has been a very wonderful night. I'm not been able to actually talk about everything I want to say. Just like I'm taking introduction yet. It's okay. So we are not going to class Monday and Saturday. Yeah, so question we want to ask and all of that. Precious, mute your mic, tune
Okay.
You just mute it now. Please, can you remove it? Ah. So if there is no question, then we have to just move on to our WhatsApp. So yeah, we do not have Loladi here tonight. So to take our so Roslyn, you'll be doing that for us. Send on the group page. People should submit their DCG. Let's have your DCG. Yeah. So tomorrow is a very wonderful day where we are going to be doing so many things on the hub from morning to night. Yeah. So many information, so many discussion. Yeah. So I said last time, there is room to savage people on the hub page. It's okay. It's natural. Natural. So me, I may be doing leader so that I will not, gentle person like that. But I'm not gentle in the real sense. When it comes to discipline and reality of some things, you just have to be okay. So since there's no question, I want to appreciate everyone for making it to this class tonight. We are going to be having the recording to the class so that you can watch and listen. Maybe we have discussion later. The reason why we have to stop the class now is that we have taken a lot of time, especially when we are discussing our feedback. It's a very wonderful one. I mean, it's a very wonderful one. So thank you very much, everyone, for your time. It is a very uh, wonderful time having you here. Yeah. So I was happy seeing Chineno, Precious, Lovett, and Taiwo. They are using the same phone to do the Zoom class. So blessing Abiola, Ishola, Daniel Odayo, Isaac, and we have Fortune. Is he still around? Yeah, from away. Let me just leave his service now. Irani Chi Naza Chi. It's Chi something. Sorry. It's okay. So thank you very much. It has been a very wonderful night here. And I believe that you really enjoy your stay here. So you can mute your mic so that we can hear you now. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you for actually speaking out because others are just. Ishola, are you still there? Abiola.
I'm here.
I'm CSO Ishola Anna.
Thank you for being here. So we can go back to our WhatsApp class now. Thank you. Like it's very wonderful hearing you guys for like very wonderful. Very wonderful. Yeah, so I'm supposed to
All
actually tell
right,
you
sir.
guys.
It's nice to hear your own. So thank you, sir.
Yeah, I'm supposed to tell you guys something before you go and shoot me and yeah, somebody is asking for should I shoot now or I should not? I think I should. So people on the WhatsApp will now have access to what I want to say now. So yeah, okay. Should I say it? I should say it. Wait, should I say it? I should not say it. Yes or no? No.
Yes, say it.
Yes, say it.
Say it.
Say it.
What is bad? Okay. I'm actually the one helping somebody to use the phone to start with the other number. So at the same time in the same class, I was the one chatting and still doing some other stuff on the page apart from the site. So I'm keeping the site up. You understand what I mean now? So for some of you, I will know that the one I'm still the same person, but you may not know. So my full name is Amanda Person. Then Opayemi. So no comment. Good night, everybody.
Good night, sir.
Thank you very much. Agawali,
Nice, sir.
will you this recording?
Oga getting low. I didn't stop recording.